Okay, part C, we are in the home straight, coming off the bend, the final bend. Part C, day 17. Huh. Does this memory or image bring back any bad childhood memories? I hope not. The shoulds. You should do this. You should do that. You know, these things become their own models. We end up rebelling against them later in life. I know I did, and my brother. And, you know, we look into our mind and we identify with these things as the truth and nothing but the truth. Life becomes stuck, and this is not where we want to be. And then there is observable reality, the field of infinite potentials, the fluid, the unfixed, and everything is only a potential. Infinite distinctions equals infinite possibilities. What is this field of infinite potentials? Imagine that rugby field. Now, that is it. That is, for me, the absolute microcosm of the whole thing. It's a football field with unlimited potential on what you can do on it at any time during a game. You know, something we must remember in our mind. At school, we learned stuff that was thought out 50 to 100 years ago, be it in physics or business. In fact, we continue to evolve and learn more about things like physics and grey matter and the dark holes in the universe and the force that continues to pull on the stars. Where is it all from? But in business, we also learn we can work in an infinite number of ways as we evolve. But because of what we do in school, we learn some ways business works, and that's the way we approach it. You know, there's a young fella, young entrepreneur called Nick David, and he knows, or he said it himself, and he's made a couple of $1 million. He actually made $1 million before he left school. Capitalism no longer works in his mind. But there are other alternatives. There are other ways. And people that have breakthroughs are people who realize that we live in the field of infinite potentials. Reality is a very fluid thing, and reality is the way we believe it is. Now, there are some frightening beliefs that our ancestors 1,000 years ago that are still expressing themselves in our life, my life, your life, today, and following beliefs that have been outdated forever. We believe that the world and our results are fixed, but actually it takes an enormous effort to create the same thing over and over again. Everything is only a potential. Examples: money, is it hard to make? Weight, is it tough to lose? Infinite distinctions equals infinite possibilities. And the more science looks at reality, the more distinctions they find. What about cells? Cells were thought of as just a bag of jelly. But then they found a cell is as complicated as a whole city with their own independent intelligence, an unbelievable production line. And today we know and learn something different every day. It's a never-ending chain. There's more to know. And if you understand the aerodynamics, you can make and fly an aeroplane. If you don't, you won't. It's as simple as that. An imagination, create your own worthy ideal, explore the potentials, use your test lab and imprint a pattern. Create your worthy ideal. There's a thing called The Strangest Secret. It was a 1956 spoken word record by Earl Nightingale, which sold over 1 million copies and received the first gold record for the spoken word, which helped launch the fields of business motivation and audio publishing. You will be in a wonderful minority who lead calm, cheerful, and successful lives. Start today. You've got nothing to lose, but you have a life to win. Success really is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. You're working to make a vision real. You need to use your imagination to make that process real. Here's mine right here, the model for club rugby. What's yours going to be? And explore potentials. Use your imagination to strategize. Use your test lab. Most people use memory and see how it failed last time. Do thought experiments, draw conclusions, and act on conclusions. Ultimately, you'll go in the right direction despite the errors along the way. For example, the rocket to the moon. Every correction is just a better correction of going off course. You'll get there. And also, imagination allows us to imprint a pattern into the universe. The act of imagining openings to a higher level of knowing and how to get the job done. An idea is something whose time has come, and the more of your attention you fix on that pattern, the more it comes to reality and others. Imagine lifestyle today. These were just imaginations 100, 200, 300 years ago. You can take control of this in your life. The choice is yours. I mean, who thought we'd be surfing 100-foot waves in Nazaré, Portugal? Hey? And what about this woman? Who would have thought that a woman can have a baby and drink and have a martini, do a business on a mobile phone and have a business card, do some weights, be on the laptop and cook like a demon and look amazing? You can. You are distinct from your brain, distinct from your mind, distinct from your roles, distinct from your goals, and distinct from your self-image. Brain and mind, true or untrue, it doesn't matter, because if you do, it does become a self-fulfilling prophecy. The example again on the study on the cabbies in London and how amazing their knowledge bank is of every single nook and cranny and street and city and town within London, the largest, most connected city in the world. Brain is neuroplastic. It is built to serve you. Evolution is amazing. Your brain is not limited. You can expand it infinitely via the neurons. You know, I always acted as if my brain was that because I didn't do that great in school. I tried hard, but I was average. What about this Alexandra dress and innovations in fashion? You know, anything is possible if you put your mind to it. And when you learn to build your mental faculties differently, realizations occur. Roles and goals. You are distinct from those roles. You are not your goals. And although we have a habit of identifying with failure and goals, goals are just something we decide to do. And if you spend 80 years on this planet, you might as well do something that interests you. As Steve Jobs says, if you are working on something exciting that you really care about, you don't have to be pushed. The vision pulls you. What a visionary the great man was. The iPhone. Need I say any more? He has created amazing opportunities for all of us through this amazing iPhone. Well, and this is it. At the end of the day, with everything you've known and learned in the 17 days, trust the process. Look at your future and processes we're doing to bring better things in your life. Embrace it. Trust it more than gravity. And operate on the trust you have today and not on your past. You've got this. Thanks, folks. How exciting is it now? See you soon.